It was barely 6:00 a.m. when I heard the soft rustle beneath the door. At first, I thought it was the cleaning crew slipping in some hotel promo. I stayed in a cheap motel off a freeway outside Houston, where no one asked questions and people paid in cash. But that morning, something felt wrong. I got up slowly, heart pounding in my throat. The floors creaked under my feet as I crossed to the door. I hesitated. Then I crouched, and there it was, an envelope, cream-colored with no name, no stamp, no markings, just there. I didn't want to touch it, but my hand moved anyway. Inside was a single photograph. Me, entering this motel, and under it, in blocky handwriting that made my blood freeze. Nunca olvides quien te dio permiso de vivir. Never forget who gave you permission to live. My breath caught. The room swayed. I sat down, or maybe I collapsed. I can't remember. My hands shook so hard I nearly dropped the photo. He knew. He had known all along. I thought I had escaped. Thought I had been clever enough to slip through the cracks of the most powerful criminal network in Mexico. But I was wrong. I hadn't escaped. He had let me go. That's the worst part. You think death is the scariest thing until you realize someone has spared your life, not out of mercy, but to own your every breath from that point forward. And I knew exactly who sent that message. Not El Mayo. Not the man who sings Phil corridos, whose face is on the walls of the Sierra. No. This was from him. The man no one ever saw, but everyone feared. The one whose name was never spoken, whose voice only a few had ever heard. The one who gave orders that even El Mayo obeyed. I used to be one of his operators. Not by choice. Not at first. But once you're in Compa, there's no easy way out. I was just a kid working in a mechanic's shop when I took my first job moving boxes that stank of chemicals. I didn't even know what I was carrying. All I knew was the pay would cover my mother's hospital bills. I never thought it would cost me my soul. By the time I figured out what I had stepped into, I was already waist deep in the muck. And the deeper I went, the more I realized something was off. Something that nobody dared to say out loud. Everyone believed El Mayo was the king, the boss of bosses, the one who pulled every string. But the truth is, he answered to someone else, and I saw it with my own eyes. It happened one night in a warehouse outside Mazatlan. There were plaza bosses, commanders' men in suits, the whole food chain. The meeting was led by someone we all knew as El Mayo's emissary. He barked orders, set routes, named prices. Then his phone rang. The room went still. He picked up, and I watched him change. His tone softened. His shoulders dropped. The lion became a lamb. He said, "Yes, Señor," over and over again. And then he erased everything he had just told us. New routes, new payouts, new punishments. No one questioned it. No one dared. That's when I knew. El Mayo was not the man at the top. There was someone above him, and that someone was watching all of us. So, if you're still out there thinking you know who runs the Sinaloa Cartel, let me tell you a secret. You only know half the story. I was 19 when my mother collapsed in the kitchen. She didn't scream or cry. She just fell, and I heard the ceramic plate shatter before I heard her body hit the floor. That sound, sharp, dry, final, still rings in my ears when I close my eyes. She had been coughing for months, hiding the blood in napkins, pretending it was nothing. But the truth came crashing in that day, and the clinic confirmed it a week later, stage 3. And no insurance, no hope of treatment unless we paid cash up front. I had no cash. I worked 12-hour shifts at a mechanic's shop in Culiacan, patching up beat-up trucks and overheated engines for drunk drivers who never tipped. I made just enough to buy tortillas and beans, maybe meat on Sundays if we were lucky. But chemotherapy? Impossible. We tried to ask for help, family, neighbors, even our local church. People gave what they could, a few pesos, old fruit, well wishes. But the truth is, in neighborhoods like mine, everyone is drowning. No one has a rope to spare. One night, as I sat outside our small concrete house, watching the street dogs fight over a chicken bone, my neighbor Don Lupe came over. He didn't say much, just asked if I still had a driver's license, and if I was tired of watching my mother die slowly. I didn't answer. He slid a piece of paper into my hand and said, "If you want real money, dollars, not pesos, call this number. They need drivers. No questions. Good pay. Fast." He walked away before I could look up. I didn't sleep that night. I kept seeing my mother in that hospital bed, eyes sunken, her breath shallow. I remembered her hands, how they used to braid my hair when I was small, how they now trembled just lifting a glass of water. The next morning, I made the call. I told myself it was just one trip, one truck, one drive. I wasn't joining anything. I wasn't becoming anyone. They told me to meet at an abandoned gas station off the highway. When I arrived, there was a gray SUV waiting. The man who got out didn't smile, didn't shake my hand. He just tossed me keys and pointed at a black pickup parked nearby. Drive this to the coordinates. Don't stop. Don't ask. Don't open the boxes. My hands were shaking so hard, I could barely get the key in the ignition. The truck smelled like bleach, gasoline, and something sour I couldn't name. The boxes in the back were taped shut and stacked in perfect symmetry. I passed 3 military checkpoints. Not one of them stopped me. When I reached the drop-off point, a man with a walkie-talkie waved me in. No words, no names. Just a nod and a duffel bag full of cash tossed onto the passenger seat. I drove home that night with more money than I had ever seen in my life. I paid for my mother's first treatment the next day. And that's how it began. Not with a gun, not with blood, but with a choice that felt like salvation. I didn't know then that every dollar I touched came soaked in someone else's screams. I didn't know that saying yes once meant never being able to say no again. But I would learn soon enough. They told me it would get easier, and they were right. It did. The second run came only 3 days after the first. This time I didn't tremble. I didn't flinch when the soldier at the checkpoint waved me through. I didn't even try to guess what was in the boxes. I just drove, like a machine. The drop-off was in the same type of place, a warehouse behind a scrapyard. But the men there were different. Heavier accents, better clothes. One of them carried a clipboard, like he worked in logistics for a real company. When I handed over the keys, he gave me a look not of trust, not of friendliness, but recognition. You kept your mouth shut. That's good. He handed me an envelope. Not cash this time, just a note with a new number. A different contact. You're being moved up. Moved up? I didn't even know I was on a ladder. That night, I told myself I should stop. That I had enough money now to help my mother to fix up the house, maybe even open a real business. But when I walked into the clinic and they told me her treatment wasn't covered anymore, new policy prepay only, I knew that was a fantasy. I was already too deep. The new number connected me to a man named Claudio. He never told me his last name, never needed to. His voice was slow, deliberate. He gave orders like he was reading them from a sacred book. You'll be stationed in the southern corridor. I want eyes on all movement, day and night. No calls unless there's a threat. That's how I became a halcon, a lookout. I learned to spot federal vehicles by the thickness of their tires, to count helicopters by the sound of their rotors, to distinguish cartel convoys from military ones by the type of radio antenna they used. Every report I made was worth money. The more accurate, the more I earned. Within weeks, I had a burner phone, a code name, and a routine. And then one day, a small convoy rolled through town. They didn't stop, just passed by slow-tinted windows up. One of the SUVs slowed as it passed me. The window rolled down just enough for a hand to reach out, 2 fingers raised. The man inside didn't speak. He didn't need to. I had been seen, noticed, and for the first time in my life I felt something I never expected to feel working for killers and traffickers. Pride. That was the beginning of the end of who I used to be. Not long after that, I was pulled into my first sit-down. A small house outside Navolato. Red-tiled roof. Dogs barking in the distance. Inside, a handful of men sat at a table drinking coffee. No weapons visible, but the tension in the air was razor-sharp. One of them pointed at me without turning his head. This kid, the mechanic, the one from Culiacan, he's clean. Another nodded. The man looked me in the eye. You ready to stop being a driver? I didn't answer, but my silence was enough. He raised his cup in a half-toast and said, "Then welcome, compa. You're one of us now." That was the moment. No contracts, no initiation rituals. Just a nod from a man I didn't know, and an unspoken oath that if I ever betrayed them, I'd never see the sun rise again. I walked out of that house not as a mechanic, not even as a lookout, but as something else entirely, a ghost in training. There was no ceremony, no blood-dripping handshake, no circle of fire or oaths sworn under the moon. Joining the cartel wasn't like joining a cult or a brotherhood. It was more like disappearing. One day, people still called you by your name. The next, you were a code, a function, a tool. They didn't say welcome. They gave you a job. Mine came 2 weeks after the sit-down in Navolato. A man named El Tayo called me at 3:00 a.m. No greeting, just a location and a phrase, "Bring gloves." Don't ask questions. I arrived at a mechanic shop I'd never seen before. The shutters halfway down, one lone light swinging above the entrance. Inside were 3 men, 1 I recognized, 2 I didn't. In the center of the room, tied to a chair, was a 4th man, bleeding, gagged. His face was swollen, one eye completely shut. El Tayo pointed at him. He was caught pocketing bills meant for halcones. Not much. A few thousand pesos. But enough. I didn't speak. I didn't move. El Tayo tossed me a tire iron. You want to work with us? Start by cleaning up our trash. The words echoed in my head like a hammer striking steel. I knew the man in the chair. His name was Paco. We'd shared beers once. He used to joke about opening a taco stand when he got out of this life. Now he looked at me with one good eye and tried to scream through his gag. And I froze. Every part of me screamed to walk away, to say no, to throw down the iron and run. But then I looked around. No one else blinked. No one else breathed. They were watching, measuring, not what I would do to Paco, but what I would do with fear. Would I flinch? Would I question? Would I ask why I didn't? I stepped forward. I didn't kill him. Someone else did later. I know that. But I made sure he was too broken to stand when they dragged him out back. I didn't go home that night. I walked along the canal, numb the smell of motor oil and blood clinging to my gloves like glue. I threw them into the water and watched them float away, half hoping I'd follow them. But I didn't, because something in me had already drowned. That was the test. And I passed. Not because I was brave, but because I shut down the part of me that asked questions. Later, one of the older guys patted me on the back and said, "You did good. You're not a kid anymore." He meant it as praise. but I heard it as a death sentence. From that day on, I kept my eyes forward, my mouth shut, and my hands dirty.
About this place.
There were no more glances
about what
backward,
it does to you.
only orders and silence. The mission came wrapped in silence. No briefing,
about this place.
no explanations,
about what it does
just a
to you.
folded piece of paper slid under the door of my safe house, with a location, a time, and a symbol I had learned to fear, a small black dot circled in
about
red.
what it does to you.
It meant weapons and importance and eyes everywhere. We were to transport crates of assault rifles and tactical gear from a warehouse in Durango to a drop site in the outskirts of Culiacan. Standard run, they said. Pre-cleared route.
About this place.
No surprises.
About what it does
But in this life, there is no such thing as standard. By then, I was used to moving things, packages, ammo, phones,
about
even
this
people.
place. About
But
what
this
it
was
does
different.
to you.
This was heavy. Not just in weight, but in consequences. They gave us 2 pickups
about this
and a
place.
lead SUV.
About what it does to you.
I drove second. 4 of us total. All of us quiet. No music. No jokes.
About
Just the
this place.
hum of the engine
about
and
what
the
it
heat
does to you.
baking through the windshield. Halfway through the mountains, the radio crackled. Deténganse.
About this place.
Pull over.
About what it does to
My
you.
stomach dropped. We were in the dead zone. No towns. No houses. Just jagged cliffs and silence.
About this place.
I looked at the
about
driver
what it
ahead.
does to you.
He gave a hand signal, and we slowed down, pulling to the side of the road, like school children obeying a
about
teacher.
this place. About what
A
it
few
does
minutes
to
later, a federal police patrol truck appeared from behind the bend.
you.
I expected sirens, guns,
about
orders
this
to
place.
step out.
About what
I
it
felt
does
sweat
to you.
gather on my palms, heart thudding like a war drum. Instead, they escorted us. No questions,
about this place.
no stops.
About what it
Just
does
a
to
calm,
you.
practiced U-turn, and now we had uniforms flanking our convoy like VIPs on a diplomatic visit.
About this
When we
place.
reached the warehouse,
About
they
what it
waved,
does to
turned
you.
around, and vanished. No paperwork, no names. Just a ghost transaction blessed by the state.
About this
Inside
place.
the warehouse, the
About
Jefe
what
de
it does
Plaza
to
was
you.
waiting. He didn't smile. He rarely did. He pointed at a table. We placed the gear down one crate at a time.
About what it
Then
does
he said
to you.
something that made the air drop 10 degrees colder. Agradezcan al Señor. Thank the Lord.
About this place.
He wasn't talking about God.
About what it does to
He was
you.
talking about him. The man no one saw. The man no one named. The voice behind every
About this
decision.
place.
That
About what
night,
it does to
I
you.
couldn't sleep. I lay on a mattress without sheets in a windowless room, staring at the ceiling fan as it spun slow
about this
and
place.
lazy.
About what
My
it
mind
does to you.
replayed the patrol truck, the salute from the officer as we passed. I used to think power came from bullets, from rifles,
about this place.
from bodies buried
About
in the
what
Sierra.
it does to you.
Now I knew better. Real power came from phone calls no one could trace, from nods given across tables you'd never be invited to.
About what it does to you.
I remember the next time I heard of him. A meeting in Mazatlan, another drop, another round of orders.
About this place.
This time,
about what it
the
does to you.
emisario, a man we all knew reported directly to El Mayo, was giving instructions. Halfway through, his phone
about
rang.
this place.
He answered,
about what it does
stood
to you.
frozen, then began to repeat, "Sí, señor. Entendido, señor." And just like that,
about this place.
everything changed.
About what it does
New
to
routes, new targets, new rules. No one argued, no one blinked.
you.
That
About this
night,
place.
I understood.
About what it does to
El
you.
Mayo may have been the face, but he was not the final voice. And I had just seen how deep the rabbit
about this
hole
place.
went.
About
People
what it
think
does to
climbing
you.
ranks in a cartel is about killing. They imagine bloodbaths, shootouts, dramatic betrayals like in movies.
About this place.
The truth
about what
is
it
far
does to you.
simpler and far darker. You rise because you obey. You rise because you shut your mouth,
about
keep
this
your head
place.
down, and do
about
what you're
what it
told,
does to you.
even if it turns your stomach. That's how I started to gain their trust. Not by pulling a trigger, but by watching,
about this place.
and by
about
reporting.
what it does to you.
My first real promotion didn't come with a title. It came with a task. One day, Claudio, the voice I now only heard through encrypted apps, sent me a message. Follow El Conejo. Report everything. Do not speak to him.
About this place.
Do not be
about
seen.
what it does to you.
El Conejo was a veteran. He'd been around for years. He was efficient, disciplined, and most of all loyal, or so
about
we
what
thought.
it does to you.
For 2 weeks, I tracked him. Cafes, motels, phone calls, people he met.
About this
Most of it
place.
seemed harmless.
About what it does to
Until
you.
one night, I saw him slip an envelope from a drop point he wasn't assigned to. I checked twice. Cross-referenced the location with our
about
schedule.
what it does to you.
That cash wasn't his. I filed the report. Plain, factual, just as I was taught. 2 days
what it
later,
does to you.
El Conejo disappeared. No warning, no explanation. No one mentioned his name again.
About this
That was
place.
the first time I understood
About what
what
it
I had
does to
become. Not a soldier, not a gangster, a tool, a scalpel used to remove infection.
About this
And
place.
when I looked in the mirror that
about
night,
what it does to you.
I didn't know whether to be proud or horrified, but it didn't stop there. Soon, I was being flown to places I'd
about
only
this
heard
place.
of in hushed tones.
About what it does to you.
Monterrey, Guadalajara, the southern borders. Every trip was quiet, planned to the second. I never saw faces
about this
twice.
place.
I rarely heard
about
full
what it
names.
does to you.
But the assignments grew more precise, more coordinated. It was like someone had laid out the map of the country on a table
about this place.
and was moving pieces
about
with
what
tweezers.
it does to you.
In Nuevo Leon, I was part of a cleanup operation. Rivals had been sneaking product through our corridor.
About this
We
place.
expected a firefight.
about what it does to
Instead, we were handed sealed envelopes. Inside photos, maps, names, addresses,
you.
even school
about this
schedules
place.
for their children.
about what it
It was
does to you.
surgical, pre-approved, sanitized. We hit 4 targets in under 6 hours. Not a
about
single
this place.
shot fired outside
about
plan.
what it does to you.
No mistakes. When it was over, we didn't celebrate. We didn't speak. We just handed in our phones,
about this
burned the
place.
clothes, and flew
about what
home.
it does to you.
That wasn't El Mayo style. He was old school. Boots in the dirt. Men with radios.
about
Loyalty
this
through
place.
family ties.
about what it does to
This
you.
was something else. Something colder. Smarter. The others started calling it the Ghost Protocol.
about
But I
this
knew
place.
the truth.
about
It was
what it
his
does to you.
protocol. And the more I served it, the more I understood that I wasn't working for a cartel. I was working for a system.
about this place.
One designed by a
about what it
man
does
whose
to you.
name we didn't know, but whose fingerprints were on every detail. And the moment that sealed it, a meeting in Sonora.
about this place.
A mid-level
about what
operator
it does
raised his
to you.
hand politely to suggest a different smuggling route. He said it might be safer, more discreet. A week
about
later,
this place.
they found him in his
about what it
SUV
does to
slumped
you.
over the wheel, 2 shots to the head. In his lap was a cardboard sign, Obedecer es
about this
vivir.
place.
To
about what
obey
it does to
is
you.
to live. That was the new law. And I had just become its enforcer. From the
about
outside,
this place.
our lives looked like
about
victory.
what it does to you.
We had mansions behind hidden gates, trucks with bulletproof glass, women in silk dresses, and tables
about
that
this
never
place.
ran out of bottles
about
or
what it
Coke
does to
or
you.
bills wrapped in rubber bands. But on the inside, we were prisoners. Prisoners with gold chains,
about this place.
sure but still prisoners.
about what it does to you.
There was a rule in our circle, one that no one ever said aloud, but everyone followed. Never drink
about
more
this
than the man
place.
beside you.
about what it does
Because
to you.
one loose word, one careless sentence spoken with too much mezcal could be the end of you. I remember
this
parties
place.
where the music was
about
loud
what it does
and
to
the
you.
laughter louder, but the eyes never smiled. Everyone watched everyone. Every gesture was weighed.
about this place.
Every joke
about what it
dissected
does
for
to
double
you.
meaning. Trust was currency, and it was always counterfeit. I had one friend in those days,
about this
Julio.
place.
Smart,
what it does to you.
fast-talking, loyal. He once saved my life during a shootout in the hills outside Badiraguato. Pulled me out of a
about
flipped
this
truck
place.
under fire.
about
A
what
month
it does
later,
to you.
I saw him laughing too much at a party in Mazatlan, laughing at a joke someone made about the man who pulls El Mayo's
about
strings.
this place. about
3
what it
days
does
after
to
that, Julio was gone. No message, No warning, just silence. His mother asked around. No one
about
answered.
what it does to you.
Eventually, she stopped asking. That's how things worked. You vanished, and your name vanished with you.
About this place.
Inside the
About what it does to
organization,
you.
everything looked smooth, like a well-oiled machine. But underneath it was all fear and favors.
About this
I
place.
remember being sent to
About
deliver
what
a
it does
gift
to
to a
you.
local diputado in Culiacan. I expected some greasy, low-level politician. What I found was a man in a tailored suit,
About what it does
sharp
to you.
watch, polished smile. He welcomed me through a back entrance, hugged our handler, thanked him for the campaign donation,
about this
and
place.
asked if El Señor
About
had
what it
any
does
other
to you.
instructions. He said it like he was talking about a CEO, not a ghost, not a cartel boss,
About this place.
a CEO.
About what it does to you.
That's when I realized something terrifying. El Señor didn't just run the streets. He ran the ballots,
about this
the
place.
news, the
About
silence.
what it does to you.
And those who tried to fight it, they died. I saw it with my own eyes. There was a mayor in Sinaloa,
about this place.
young, idealistic,
About what it does
fresh
to
from
you.
election. His whole campaign was about cleansing the city, making it safe again. He even dared to skip a
about this
meeting we
place.
invited him to.
About what it does to
2
you.
weeks later, he was found in his armored truck engine, running windows, shattered body slumped over, chest torn
about this
apart by
place.
rifle fire.
About what it does to
In
you.
his mouth, someone had stuffed a folded piece of paper. On it, las promesas no valen más
about this
que la
place.
palabra del
About what
Señor.
it does to you.
Promises mean nothing compared to the word of the Lord. And just like that, the others fell in line.
About this
I
place.
watched senators
About
bow
what
their
it does
heads
to
when
you.
his name was whispered. I watched generals nod like schoolboys, asking politely what shipments should be overlooked
this
that
place.
month.
About
This
what it
wasn't
does
just a
to you.
cartel anymore. It was an empire. And we were the blood that kept it beating. They say fear has a scent.
About this place.
I used to think it
About
smelled
what
like
it does
blood
to you.
gunpowder or sweat on a man's collar when he knew he wasn't making it home. But that's not it. Real fear
about this
smells
place.
like silence.
About what it
The
does
kind
to
of
you.
silence that falls when a phone rings and no one dares to breathe. That was the kind of silence we lived in once we started
this
working for
place.
him.
About what
By
it
then,
does to you.
I had stopped questioning orders, stopped thinking about where the money came from or where the bodies went. I was just another
about this
gear in a
place.
machine too big
About
to see
what
in
it does
full.
to you.
But the higher I climbed, the more I realized something was wrong. Something deeper, more strategic,
about this
more
place.
calculated.
About what it does to you.
I remember one operation in the Sierra Madre. We had been ordered to move a series of heavy loads, ammunition-modified
this
vehicles,
place.
tactical gear,
About what
through
it
an
does
area
to you.
crawling with military roadblocks. It was a suicide mission on paper. Everyone knew that. But we
about this
obeyed.
place.
When we
About
arrived
what
at the
it does
first
to you.
checkpoint, the soldiers didn't stop us. They saluted, not joking, not being ironic.
About
They
this
saluted
place.
us.
About what it
One of
does
them
to
even
you.
gave a short wave like we were diplomats arriving for a summit. I sat frozen in my seat, watching the driver in front of
about
me
this place.
nod back calmly.
About what it does to you.
That night, back at the safe house, one of the handlers told me quietly, El Señor made arrangements,
about this
top
place.
brass,
About what
paid
it
off
does to
months
you.
in advance. That's when it hit me. This wasn't about smuggling anymore. This was infiltration,
about this place.
saturation,
About what it does to you.
ownership. We weren't moving under the radar. We were the radar. Every instruction I received from that point on
about
was
this
written,
place.
never typed,
About what it does
no
to you.
names, just phrases like Route B, Contact Bravo, or Time Code Delta. No one ever
about this
explained
place.
anything. No one
About
needed
what it
to.
does to you.
And then one night, I overheard something I was never supposed to hear. After a closed-door meeting, a commander I worked under leaned back
About
in
what
his
it does
chair
to you.
and said to another man at the table, El Mayo es el rostro, pero el Señor
about
es
this
la mente.
place.
El Mayo
About what
is
it
the
does
face,
to you.
but El Señor is the mind. They both nodded, like it was a truth older than all of us.
about this place.
I sat there stunned,
About what it
pretending
does
to
to
scroll
you.
through my phone. I had always suspected it, hinted at it, felt it, but hearing it confirmed made the blood leave my hands.
About what it does to
the man I thought ran everything, the legend the boss of bosses, was just a puppet, and I was a puppet's pawn.
About this place.
We all were.
About
no
what
one
it does
ever
to
saw
you.
El Señor. No photos, no recordings, no name. Yet his voice moved billions, redirected entire cities, decided life or death with a single nod. He didn't need corridos written about him. He didn't want a legacy. He wanted control.
About what it
and
does
he had
to
it.
you.
That night, I stood in the mirror and asked myself for the first time, who am I really serving?
About this place.
And worse,
about what it does to
happens
you.
when he no longer needs me? The call came just before dawn. A short burst on the radio.
About this place.
5 words.
About what it
Warehouse.
does to you.
Bring no one. Urgent. I knew the voice. I knew the tone.
About
this wasn't a question.
About
it was
what
a
it
command.
does to you.
I drove through the city like a ghost headlights off on the back roads, my thoughts louder than the engine. My gut told me this wasn't about drugs or weapons or strategy. This was personal, and I was right. When I walked into the warehouse, El Tayo was already waiting.
About what it does
He
to
didn't
you.
speak at first, just pointed to a metal table in the center of the room. On it lay a photograph. I knew the face instantly.
About what it does to you.
Tonio, my cousin, my blood. The same boy I used to race bikes with down the broken alleys of Culiacan.
About what it does
The
to you.
same man who once split his last taco with me the day my mother died. The same man who brought me into the organization.
About this place.
I stared
what
at the
it does
photo
to you.
speechless. El Tayo's voice was flat, mechanical. The Señor says he's been talking too much.
About what
Loose
it does
lips,
to you.
wrong ears. You know what that means. He stepped aside, revealing a black cloth bag on the table.
About this place.
Inside was a pistol.
About what it does to you.
Clean, untraceable. He didn't have to say it. It's your blood, your responsibility.
About this
Then
place.
he left the room.
About what it does to you.
And I was alone, with a gun, and a choice that wasn't a choice at all. My hands trembled.
About this place.
I thought of 1,000
About what it
lies I
does
could
to you.
tell. He's innocent. He's sick. He's already dead. I did it. I couldn't find him.
About this place.
But none of those lies
what
would
it does
survive
to
the
you.
truth. El Señor always knew. He had eyes in walls, voices in rooms, ears in
about
prayers.
this place.
Any
About what it
hesitation,
does to you.
any deviation, he'd feel it. I could run, I could lie. But either way, Tonio
about
was
this
already
place.
dead.
About
I
what it
stayed in
does
that
to you.
warehouse for hours, the metal table reflecting back the light from a single hanging bulb. It was like being in a confession
about this
box,
place.
only this
About
time
what it
God
does
wasn't
to you.
listening. I never pulled the trigger, but I didn't stop it either. I hid. I waited.
About this
I hoped
place.
someone else would carry
About
the
what
sin
it does
for
to
me,
you.
and they did. By morning, they found Tonio at a ranch outside the city, tied to a post,
about this place.
bullet to the head,
About what it does
cartelón
to
on
you.
his chest. La disciplina no se rompe. Discipline is never broken. I collapsed in the shower that night,
About what it
clothes
does to
still
you.
on the water washing over me, like I was trying to cleanse something too deep to reach. I didn't sleep. I didn't speak.
About this place.
For days I
About
moved
what it
like a
does to you.
machine, delivered packages, gave orders, sat in meetings, but something inside me had cracked.
About this
The
place.
silence that once
About what it
protected me
does
had
to you.
turned into a scream. And I knew, if I didn't get out, I would be next. Not because I had failed,
about this place.
but because I had finally
About what
started
it
to
does
feel
to you.
again. That's when I began to plan my escape. The last order I ever received didn't come through the
about this
usual
place.
channel. No
About
code
what it
words,
does to you.
no envelopes, just a voice calm as always. The same voice I'd only heard once before years ago over a satellite
this
phone,
place.
when I was still
About
too
what it does
naive
to
to
you.
understand the weight of its tone. This time it wasn't a mission, it was a statement. There's a man,
about
a
this
journalist.
place.
He's
About what
writing
it does
things
to
he
you.
shouldn't. Eliminate him. Then a pause, almost casual. He has grandchildren.
about this
That
place.
was the moment I broke.
About what it does
I'd
to you.
killed before, indirectly mostly. But this was different. This
about
wasn't
this
war.
place,
It was murder,
about what
pure
it does
and
to you.
naked. I said nothing, but inside, I knew I couldn't do it. That night, I packed
about
what
this
little
place,
I had.
about
I
what
dug
it
up
does
the
to
money
you.
I had hidden inside walls, under floorboards, inside the spare tire of a rusted truck. I called a coyote I once
about this
saved from a
place,
raid cashed in an
about what it
unspoken
does to you.
favor and made my way north. I crossed the border inside a refrigerated trailer with 27 others.
about this
No
place,
names, no
about what it
pasts,
does to you.
just faces too exhausted to dream. When I arrived in Houston, I found a motel on the outskirts of the city,
about this place,
paid in cash,
about what it does
took
to
the
you.
key, locked the door, breathed. I thought it was over until the morning after,
about this place,
when I found the envelope
about what it does to
inside a photo of me entering the motel, and a single line in that same blocky, brutal handwriting, Nunca olvides quien te dio
about what it
permiso
does
de
to you.
vivir. Never forget who gave you permission to live. It hit harder than a bullet, because it meant
about
one
this
thing:
place,
he let me go.
about what it does
Not
to you.
out of mercy, but as a reminder, a message. I wasn't free. I was owned.
about this place.
Since then, I've lived
about what
under a
it does
different
to you.
name, in a different body, with a different accent. I work in kitchens, avoid cameras, and sleep with the light
about
on.
this place,
Every time
about
a
what it
car
does to
idles
you.
too long outside, I panic. Every knock on the door feels like a countdown. I still hear his voice in my
about this
dreams,
place,
not shouting,
about what it
not
does to
threatening,
you.
just calm, like death wearing a suit. People still say El Mayo was the boss.
about this place,
They write songs
about
about
what
him.
it does to you.
They paint him as a god of the underworld. Let them. They never saw what I saw. El Mayo was the mask.
about this place,
El Señor
about
was
what
the
it
mind.
does to you.
And I was just one of the many shadows that moved beneath his hand. I live with that now. Not with
about this
guilt,
place,
not with
about
pride,
what it does to you.
with silence. Because in the end, that's what he left me. A life that doesn't belong to me.
about this
A
place,
voice that isn't mine
about
to
what
use.
it does to you.
A secret too dangerous to tell. Except now, to you.